everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's battle report, we've got a 2,000 point Warhammer Age of Sigmar game, and it's going to be between the brand new Maggotkin of Nurgle and the Stormcast Eternals. We're going to be playing the scenario tooth and nail. This is where there are 4 objectives on the table, and you can't have any units in reserve at the start of the game. Also, units that are summoned to the table or come in from reserve cannot charge or shoot on the turn they arrive. And so with that, let's get cracking in. Let's check out the armies. 2,000 points, Stormcast versus Maggotkin of Nurgle. So here we have 2,000 points of Stormcast Eternals. We're going to be playing in the Knights Excelsior subfaction that makes all our Paladins battle line. We're then going to go with a Brotherhood battalion, making a 1-drop out of all of our warrior units, and then we've got the 2 spare characters up top. Our Lord Celestin on Star Trek, he's going to be our general. He's going to have the command trait Lord of Celestial Menagerie, and he's also going to have the artifact, the Amulet of Destiny. We're then going to have our Lord Relictor, who's going to have the spell Translocation. Other than that, it's as what you see: 5 Protectors, 10 Retributors, 5 Decimators, 2 units of 5 Liberators, and a unit of 5 Judicators. Our special little command ability, our holy command for the army, will be Unleash Thy Hatred to make one of the Paladin units get an extra attack once per game. Alrighty, and so here we have our Maggotkin of Nurgle army. It's a 1-drop army in a battle regiment led by the Maggotkin, who's going to have Rancid Visitations as his spell, and then we've just got 2 units of 5 Blight Kings, 20 Plague Bearers, 2 Pascal Blight Lords, and 3 of the Plague Drones. So battle grand strategy for the Nurgle: hold the line, and going to be the exact same one over there for the Stormcast Eternals. Maggotkin of Nurgle will also get their triumph, so they're going to get a triumph for the game. Before the game begins, we'd like to give a shout out to, first of all, Mithras Games, who provides us with our battle mats for our battle reports. You can find a link in the description of the video to their website. And also give a shout out to Terrainheim, who provided us with this fantastic battle tracker. It has everything for victory points, command points, faction points for your summoning and all that. It's got all your battle tactics here, things like finest hour and heroic leadership markings. What's great is this is all magnetic, so it all can get compacted nicely together as well. And then you flip this one over, put it back, and it folds up and keeps all nice and safe so nothing falls out. Alright, and so armies are all deployed for the Stormcast Eternals. We've got the Retributors and Liberators down here with the Protectors, Adjudicators, and the Star Drake in the centre. On this flank, we have the other Liberators, the Decimators, and the Lord Relictor. Across on the other side, we've got the Blight Kings on that flank, Maggotkin and the Plague Bearers, along with some Blight Kings holding the centre, and all the Rotflyer Cavalry, the Pascal Blight Lords, and the Plague Drones on this flank. Nurgle finished deploying first, so they got to choose who gets the first turn. They gave it to the Stormcast Eternals. So we're going to go into Stormcast Eternals, turn 1. Alright, so start of the turn, we're going to go with Ferocious Advance for our battle tactic for the Stormcast Eternals, being the Liberators, the Decimators, and the Lord Relictor to run and end near each other. And then we're going to go into Heroic Actions. We're going to generate a command point, Heroic Leadership, with the Star Drake on a 4+ I do. What's your choice for the turn? Yeah, Maggotkin, Heroic Leadership. Yeah. All those heroes you have. And Maggotkin gets Heroic Leadership as well. Prayer-wise this turn, just going to go with Bless with the Lord Relictor. 5, that'll go off. And so we're going to give the 6-up ward to the Decimators there. And with that all done, that's the end of our hero phase. Onto movement, and we'll come back after all of it is done. So movement is all done. Our line across this side just moves up. Judicators move to get in range, and the Star Drake comes across onto our home objective. And then the Liberators and Decimators, along with the Lord Relictor, move onto that objective, all running to complete our battle tactic. Alright, and so the Judicators are going to shoot the Plague Bearers. They are -1 to hit thanks to the Plague Bearers, but we're going to use Heroic Leadership to do all-out attack and give us +1 to hit. So we're back to 3s to hit. 6s do mortals instead. And then 3s to wound. So 2 6-up armor saves on your Plague Bearers, so they're going to go straight through because -1. Yeah. So there's going to be 5 disgustingly resilient saves on your Plague Bearers needed then. So 5-up wards. Save 1, so that's 2 Plague Bearers down. And so the Judicator champion gets D6 shots for 6. He will hit on 3s as well. He does not do mortals on 6s. And 3s to wound. So 4, these will all be disgustingly resilient saves though, on a 5 up. Save 2, so 1 more Plague Bearer down. And then we'll go the Star Drake next, and he's going to shoot at the Glotkin. His Rain of Stars hits on 3s. And wounds on 2s. 3 at -3 on the Glotkin. So the Glotkin is using all that defense from his heroic leadership, so he is going to have a 6-up save to begin with. Saves 1, and then these are damaged 2 apiece, so 4 disgustingly resilient on the Glotkin. Which he passes 3, he takes a wound from that. And with that, that's going to be the end of the Stormcast Eternal's turn. We won't need Battle Shock for the Plague Bearers because they can auto-pass themselves. And they didn't lose enough, they only lost 3, so even with a 6, they can't fail. And then, so I'm going to get 1, 2, and more objectives controlled than you, plus my battle tactic for the turn for 5 points, round 1 for Stormcast. So, start of the Nurgle turn, Glotkin, because he is one of the big Nurgle things, just heals D3 anyway, so he's only got 1, so that's gone away. And then, battle tactic for the turn. Alrighty, so battle tactic for the Maggotkin of Nurgle, they're going to do the Ferocious Advance as well, and then we're going to go into heroic abilities. I'm going to try and, you know what, actually I'm going to measure for a sec. So the Star Drake's going to go heroic willpower, so it's going to allow me to dispel 1 spell this turn, and Glotkin try and generate his command point on a 4+ again. He gets heroic leadership again for the turn, so he's got a command point to spend. Onto magic. Alright, so Glotkin's going to start with Fleshy Abundance as his first cast. Cast on a 7, it goes off. Yeah, we're going to try and stop Fleshy Abundance. I've got plenty of Wrens in my army to get through a Mystic Shield, so we'll just try and stop. Need an 8 from the Star Drake, which he gets a 9, so dispelled. And then you've got Mystic Shield from the Glotkin. 5 to cast, doesn't go off, so no magic from the Glotkin. That will end the hero phase, so on to movement. And so movement is all done for the Maggotkin of Nurgle. We've had all the Rotfly cavalry move up, Blight Kings there behind the forest. Plague Bearers and the Blight Kings and Glotkin complete the battle tactic over there. Now, we're going into shooting, so we've got 1 Plague Drone into the Liberator, so he's got 5 shots because there's 5 models in the unit. So hitting on 3s. I don't know, might as well go with all-out defense here.
3 again.
1. So I've got a 3-up save. Do you have any rend on these?
No rend.
No rend. Saved. And Glotkin, I guess, shooting next, if he's in range. Alrighty, so the Glotkin is going to target the protectors out the front here. So 7 shots, 3s and 3s, yeah? And so 6 hits. And 3s to wound. That's 4 wounds. A negative of 1, I believe.
Rend 2.
Rend 2.
Yep, Rend 2.
Rend 2. So these are going to be a 2-up save to a 3-up to a 4-up save on the protectors. That's a protector dead.
Damage 1.
Yeah, so 3 wounds. Kills a protector. Cool, and no charges to do, so the Maggotkin of Nurgle will complete their battle tactic and then go 1 and control 2. They won't control more though, so you'll get 4 points for the turn. At the end of the turn, this is what we look like on the table. Alright, so no charges as we've said, and now into priority for turn 2. Stormcast, got a 3, Maggotkin, got a 1. Stormcast are going to take it, I'm not letting you double me. Alrighty, so start of Stormcast Eternal's turn 2. We're going to go for our battle tactic. I think we're going to take Conquer for our 1 and pick your objective over here to take off you. And then heroic actions, we'll try and do heroic leadership on the Star Drake, which he gets. And then the same for you, I guess, on Maggotkin. Maggotkin doesn't get it this turn. Last thing to do, Lord Relic is going to do a prayer. We're going to do Bless on the Decimators. And so that goes off on a 3. So Decimators have a 6-up ward. With that, it's time for movement, and let's go into it all, and we'll come back after it's all done. Alright, so movement's all done. The Liberators, they ran across to get all the models on the objectives. Meanwhile, the Retributors move up, and the Protectors move to the side, allowing the Star Drake to move into combat range. Adjudicators just go behind, and then we've got the Protectors, the Decimators and the Liberators and Lord Relictor over on that flank, moving up, consolidating on the objective. Alright, so end of my movement phase. The Maggotkin is going to use his new command ability, Blightcreed. This allows him to issue a command to another friendly Maggotkin of Nurgle unit near him. They can attempt to charge. So, Plague Bearers are going to attempt to charge. We have a 4. They're actually going to fail. So the Maggotkin's ability fails because he needed a 5. Oh dear. So once again, Adjudicators will shoot the Plague Bearers. This guy can shoot through my Star Drake's legs. So we're needing now -1 because we're not going to use all our attack this time. So we're going to need 4s to hit. No mortals. Any all-out defense as well while we're at it? No. And 3s to wound. So that is 5 wounds. No armor save because you've got a 6-up. So rend 1. So 5 disgustingly resilient. Which you pass 2, so another 1 Plague Bearer drops and 1 gets a wound, and then the champion will get D6 shots for 4, hitting on 4s and misses with everything. Star Drake shooting. Star Drake will try and shoot the Maggotkin again, so needing 3s and 2s. 1 at -3, so 1. So 2 damage, so 2 disgusting resilient saves. Save 1, takes a wound. Take that, Maggotkin. And so on to charges. We're going to start with the Retributors over here charging. With a 3. Ooh, don't like that. Gets him in. Watch me roll a double 1. No, you know what? We're going to have to take it because if I don't get it, I'm in trouble. Alright, so he's elected to use Unleash Hell with the Plague Drones. So they're needing 4s to hit on Unleash Hell. And 3s to wound. So just that.
It's done. 6 give you a thing.
So I've taken my 2 disease points thanks to your attacks getting 6s to hit. And now I've got armor save any negs on the Plague Drones.
No.
No, so it's going to be 3-up saves. That's going to drop a Paladin. And then back to other charges. Alrighty, so we're going to charge the Star Drake in. It's a 6, so he's going to get into Maggotkin there. Whoop. Prize fight. And then we'll charge the Protectors as well. They're getting in with an 11. And then lastly, we're going to charge the Decimators there as well. Not with a 4, we're not. So, going to check range. And so we're going to spend his heroic leadership because he's wholly within for the Decimators. So re-roll that charge. With 6, that's still not going to be enough, I don't think. And so still fail with that 6-inch charge, so we'll leave it like that. End of the charge phase, we have monstrous rampages. I'm going to go with Titanic Jewel on the Lord Celestin, giving me +1 to hit against the Maggotkin. And the Maggotkin's going to do the same back to me, so we're both +1 to hit. Alrighty, so we're going to go with the Retributors first, making sure we keep outside of 3 of all his units to keep the combat just against the Plague Drones. So we're going to activate our Star Soul Mace first on a 2+. D3 Mortals for 2. I'll take 2 wounds. And then we have the Retributors going. And we're going to go with 3s to hit. Yeah, we're going to go 3s to hit with the Retributors. Every 6 is 2 mortal wounds, so that's 8 mortals. And then 3s to wounds. What is the armor save of a plague drone? And so 16 disgustingly resilient saves because he doesn't get armor versus the retributors. Armor save, 5 up, sorry, because it's disgustingly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds.
So they're 5 wounds each.
So 2 die and 1 takes a wound. Alrighty, so the Maggotkin is going to go next. I'm using all-out defense on the Star Drake. And so Maggotkin with his tentacle to start with.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s, thanks to Titanic Jaw. And winning on 2s. No disease points on me. So 3, rend on this.
Rend 2.
Rend 2, so that's going to put me from a 2 to a 3 to a 4 up save. Fail 1. That's a mortal wound back to the Maggotkin though.
Cool.
What's the damage?
3.
3. So 3 5 up wards. Which I passed 2, so I take 1 and you take a mortal wound back so far.
Sweet. Roll for me.
Is you disgustingly resilient? No.
You get 2. Sweet.
And then his next attack profile.
He's lumping more.
So the Maw has how many attacks?
3 2s and 2s.
2s and 2s again. And 2s to wound. There we go. Rend on this.
Rend 2.
Rend 2. So 4 up save again. Failed 1. Damage.
3.
5 up wards. Passed another one, so I've taken 2.
And the scythe.
Yep, last one.
Yep, so. Yep, 2s and 2s again. 2s and 3s, sorry.
2s and 3s, so
Yep.
3 hit and 3s to wound. Sorry, 4s to wound because you're -1 to wound. Forgetting that. Lord of Celestial Menagerie.
Yep.
Anyway, 1. Rends.
D3. Oh, sorry, Rend 1.
Rend 1.
Yep.
Failed. D3 damage. For 1. 5 up ward. No, so I take 3 in total, and the Maggotkin took a wound as well.
Yep.
Alrighty, and so the protectors are going to go into the plague bearers next. So we are needing 3s to hit. 2s to hit with the protectors because we're going to use the Knight's Excelsior ability. They're outnumbered, so 2s to hit. And then thanks to Knight's Excelsior ability as well, 2s to wound. So another couple, so that's going to be that many disgustingly resilient saves needed for the plague bearers. Be 5 ups on them. So it's saved there. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead plague bearers. It's honestly not a lot dead. And so Blight Kings are attacking the Star Drake. 3s to hit. Oh wow, that's going to be 7 disease points straight up. So Star Drake has the max amount of disease for the turn it can. And then 4s to wound though, because you are -1 to wound thanks to Lord of Celestial Menagerie. So it's just going to be the 4. And so -1, this takes me back to my 3 up save. And which I failed all of them. Only damage 1 though, so 5 up wards. Past none of them, that's going to be 4 wounds on him as well. So he goes to 8. You are 1 wound shy, I think, of bracketing him there. And so Star Drake now into the Maggotkin. So we are needing 3s to hit with our 2s to hit thanks to Titanic Jewel with our Celestial Hammer. And then 2s to wound. Oh, just. So 3 at -2 on the Maggotkin, so 6 up save. And each of these is damage 2, so 6 disgustingly resilient. 5 ups. He takes... Oh, the Maggotkin takes 6 so far. Neither of us can roll saves at the moment. We've then got the Sweeping Tail with D6 attacks for 6. 2s to hit. And 3s to wound. So just 2 at -1. So 5 up save first. And 5 up. These are damage 2 each, so 4 disgustingly resilient rolls. So he takes another 3. And then we have 4 attacks from our Great Claws. 2s. And 3s. So 3 at -2 again, so 3 6-up saves. And that's going to be 6 damage there, so 6 disgustingly resilient. This time he passes some, so you take another 2. And so he's Cavernous Jaws as well. We're going to pick the Blight King, so we'll start off with your champion. He's got 6 wounds though, the champion, doesn't he? 5. So we're actually going to pick your other Blight King. So if I roll 4 ups on these, the Star Drake eats a Blight King. So 5s and 6s, Blight Kings are eaten. He eats a Blight King. So 1 Blight King just goes kaput. You get to pick, so... So the 4 Plague Bearers into the Protectors. 4s to hit. They do put a disease counter on. And 3s to wounds. Nothing, but they do put that disease counter. And then you've just got your last remaining Plague Drone. Alright, so the Plague Drone now into the Retributors.
3s. Disease.
And so that's a disease point, taking them up to 3.
And 3s again.
2.
No rend.
No rend, so 3-up save. Take a wound.
And the fly. 3s.
It's going to be another disease point, taking me up to 4.
So they all hit. And 3s again.
And 3's 2 wounds, so it's going to be, what is it, 5?
Sorry.
5 wounds?
Yep, no rend.
No rend, so 3-up saves. So I take another wound. So that's 1 Paladin takes 2. Alright, so Battle Shock for the turn. You're going to take the test on the Plague Bearers. On a 5 to 6, they lose models. On a 1 though, you get a model back. 6, that's sort of been how your rolling went that turn. So 2 Plague Bearers disappear. And then on him, it's only a 1 you're going to do back with your Plague Drone. Not 5, but he only lost 2, so that's 7, so you're fine on your Battle Shock. Retributors and Protectors only lost a model, except we may lose some more to disease, so we'll do disease rolls. And so yeah, we just got to test the disease for my units before I make any rolls, because I may, if they go haywire, I may have to. So got 5 on the Retributors. Every 4+ is a mortal wound. So just 2, so that will kill another Paladin and put a wound on another. And then we will set this unit back to 1 at the end of the turn. And then on the other, 2 on them. 1, so it's just going to put a wound on them. And then 7 on the Star Drake. Every 4 up. So he takes 5. So we've got 5 ward saves of a 5+ on the Star Drake. Saves 3 of them. Takes 2. Goes up to 10 taken though. They're pretty even in the big boss fight. And then all my things tick down to 1. And it's going to be Maggotkin of Nurgle turn 2 in a second, but Battle Shock still won't affect me, losing 2 on Bravery 8, so I don't care. I'm now going to control more objectives. I get my battle tactic for Conquer over here as well. So I'm going to get 5 again. And so, start of the turn, first of all, your battle tactic for the Maggotkin of Nurgle. So, first of all, we're going to go battle tactic. We're going to go broken ranks, getting rid of those protectors in the middle there. And then we're going to go into heroic actions. The Star Drake is going to try and do heroic recovery. Which he does, so D3 heal for him. For 3. So he goes back down to 7. Glotkin's going to do heroic recovery. For D3. And he's just going to heal 2d3 as well, because you've got your innate heal as well. 2d3 for he heals. For 4. Heals 4 wounds.
So he's back to 10. 10 wounds. No.
Yep, so Glotkin with magic is now going to go Rancid Visitations. So it needs a 6 to cast. I've got no one to dispel it, so 4 dice now on the Protectors. Every 2 up is a mortal wound. So 3, so that does just outright kill a Protector and carries the wound over. So the Glotkin's second spell is going to go Mystic Shield on himself, 5 up to cast. Gets it. I've got no dispels this turn. Even with my -1 from the Star Drake, that still goes off. And so that's the end of the hero phase. We're going to what little movement there is over here. Alright, so movement is all done. So we've moved over the Blight Kings and the Pascal Blight Lords. A new tree's been summoned down over there. And now, end of the movement phase, any unit within 3. So we're going to tick up to 2 disease points there, 2 disease points over here, and 2 disease points here on the Star Drake as well. And that's that. So into shooting. So Plague Drone shooting the Retributors. 7 shots, 3s and 3s.
6, there's 2 6s.
2 6s, so it's going to take me up to 4 disease points on them.
So 2 didn't hit.
And 3 wounds. So
No rend.
no rend, so 3 ups. Saved them all. Yahtzee. Alrighty, so the Paladin, Glotkin is shooting the Paladins. So 3s to hit. It's 2 disease points on them, so that takes them up to 4 as well.
2 didn't hit.
And 3s. That's 2. -1. I believe.
4 hit.
So
Rend 2.
Rend 2, so these are going to be 2, 3s, 4 up saves. Take 1. It takes me to 2. And that's it for your shooting, so charges. So Pascal Blight Lords are charging. Let's see what they get. Oh, it's a 1, so it's not looking good so far. And a 4. So 5, that's going to get them in. Where are they going to go?
I'll just go into the score.
Yep. And the Blight King's charging as well. And so 12, they're getting where they want. And we'll do the impact for hits for them in a second as well after we've done this. Alrighty, so now for the impact hits, we're going to roll. First of all, the 4+ one, the regular one, does his D3 mortals, and then the 2+ with the Dolorous Tusk. Both, so 2d3 mortals on the Retributors. 4, 3, 4. Ouch. It's going to tick me up a wound, and then also kill one. Monstrous Rampage. Glotkin's going to use his special one, Mountain of Loathsome Flesh, on a 2+, 4 mortals. 1, ugh. And I will use Titanic Jewel with the Star Drake back at the Glotkin. So, start of combat. Who's your pick to fight first? So, Glotkin is putting everything into those Paladins to make sure he gets his battle tactic. I'm then going to use the once per game ability with the Lord Cellstone Star Drake to freely give out a command point for all-out defense to the Protectors. So, to start with... Alright, so Glotkin putting everything into those Paladins. First of all, his Giant Tentacle. 2s to hit, thanks to all-out attack now. So, 2 hits.
2 hits, that's 6 is a disease.
Yeah, and another disease point on, in case they survive this. And then 2s to wound. So, -2 on this.
Yeah, Rend 2, damage 3.
Rend 2, so I've got I ignore 1 point of Rend, and then I go to a 3-up. Save both. Next up,
Lumpy Maw. 3. Sorry, 2s again.
2s again with his Lumpy Maw. And 2s to wound. 2, -2 on this as well.
Yep.
Yep. Pass both. I'm gonna survive.
And sorry.
And then the Scythe
is 4.
hitting on 2s. Another disease. Takes me to 6.
And 3s.
3s to wound. 3. These are only Rend 1, so these are 2-up saves. Which I failed that one. Damage.
D3.
So D3 damage. For 3. Ouch, that's going to kill him. 2 wounds over. Got 6 disease on me so far. So Star Drake, we're going to go into the Glotkin. Or, you know what? No, we're going to leave the Star Drake for now. We're going to go with the Retributors. And so, because of the wheel, we're on the one where I can't pile in closer. So, the Star Soul Mace is going to go into the Blight Lords on a 2+. Nope. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Paladins into the Blight Kings. And so, the Retributors into the Blight Kings. They are outnumbered, I think. No, they're not. So they're not going to be the ones getting the bonus. So they're just going to be on 3s. That is 4 mortals into the Blight Kings. And 3s to wounds. So 3 armor saves at -2. So 3 6-ups. Save 1, and then there's going to be 8 disgustingly resilient saves needed. 5 up. Past 1, so it's going to be 7 wounds. So it's going to kill a Blight King and put 2 wounds on another. 3 wounds on another. And so Plague Bearer is attacking 5 attacks into the Paladins. That's going to cap him out at Z, so they got the 7, which is what you want. And then 3s to wound. These are going to be 2-ups. Save both. And then I've got my Star Drake. So he's going to go into... You know what? This turn we go into the Blight Kings with the Star Drake. Try and get rid of them. Alright, so starting into the Blight Kings with the Star Drake. We went Titanic Jewel, so we're not going to get our +1 to hit, so Blight Kings aren't Mystic Shielded, so we're going to have our Celestin Hammer on 3s. Ugh. And 2s. 1 at -2, so 1 6-up save. 2 damage, so 2 disgustingly resilient. Save them both. And we've got D6 attacks from the Sweeping Tail for 1. 3s, misses. And 4 attacks with our Great Claws, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. 1, wow. -2, so 6-up save. And 2 damage. Take 1. And then we've got my Cavernous Jaws into those Blight Kings, so there's 3 on 5s or 6s, they die. All of them get eaten except your champion. Alright, so Pascal Blightlord's going into the Retributors. 3s to hit.
1 6.
Yep, so tick me up to 5. Contagion points. And then 3s to wound. So what's that? 6?
Yep, round 1.
Round 1. So these are going to be 4-up saves. Take 2. So it's going to kill 1 and put a wound on another. And so now the Rotfly is attacking. That ticks me up to the total of 7.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that one.
And
3s again.
3s to wound. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 this time. But no rend on these. So these are 3-up saves. Ugh! 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to kill 2 with that. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's going to kill 1. Wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I can work out how to roll a dice in my hand. So the 2 protectors, I'm going to use my Holy Command for Unleash Thy Hatred. And then we're going to attack the... Or actually, we're going to attack the Plague Bearers because we are outnumbered. So we're going to try and remove them off the table. So we are needing 2s and 2s. Thanks to the Knights Excelsior rule. Choose to wound. 2s, so you need that many disgustingly resilient rolls at Ren 2. 5 ups. Oh! So 1, 2, just 2 dead Plague Bearers. Ugh, that wasn't great. Wound will carry over. So this 1 surviving Blight King into the Star Drake. Missed with 3. And then 3s. 1. So I'm on a 4-up save now. Failed. 5-up ward. Just failed that as well, so I go back to 8. So what we're going with next? Blight Kings piled in. So 1-6, so that actually they've already got all my max disease anyway, so you are 3s.
Yep, sorry, just give me a sec.
And 3s to wound.
Yeah, I think that's it. That was it.
And then rend on these is 1, so these are 4 up armor. Cocked. So 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds again. So that will kill 2 retributors that way.
And the 4. Two of these.
And then the guy on the plague drone.
So 3s. 3s again.
Wounds.
This one. No.
Saved. And the plague drone itself.
3s.
Nice. And 3s. I've already got my max disease on that unit. So 5. Nice.
No rend.
No rend, so 3 ups. Take 1. So end of combat, we've got the relentless attackers. So we've actually got, you can actually roll all your dice together here, I guess. So you've got 4, 5, 6, because the Black Kings have the rule as well. Because it's all going on to the retributors, so every 4+ is a mortal wound. So just 1. So it ticks me up to 2. And then disease, well, they tick up to 1 because they actually are within 3. Star Drake ticks up to 3, and both those units have 7 already. So go to the start of the battle shock phase. 1 disease point on the Liberators, 4+ to do a mortal. Liberators take a mortal. And then the Retributors first, 7 dice, 4 ups of mortals. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a wound on the Prime. And then 7, you need to do 4 mortals to get your battle tactic for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, you just do it. Gets his battle tactic with disease by the skin of his teeth. And then 3 on the Star Drake. Takes all 3. So 5 up wards to ignore. Don't ignore any, so go back up to 11 wounds on the Star Drake. Alrighty, so we're priority for turn 3, Stormcast. Got a 5, Nurgle. Got a 3, Stormcast are gonna take it, I reckon. Which means I'm pretty sure Nurgle are removing that objective. Either way, whoever took the turn, I'm pretty sure we both know how this is going. Although I'd probably remove your home one, to be honest, more. But yeah, Nurgle are removing that objective. Stormcast are going to take the turn. And so, start of the Stormcast turn, we're going to go with broken ranks for our battle tactic, picking that Black King that's almost dead. And then we're going to go with heroic action. We're going to do heroic recovery on the Star Drake. That's 9, so he only heals 1 wound at that. And then your turn for heroic action.
Yeah, I'll try and heal.
Black King's going to heal, so D3 if he can get it. Yep, heals D3. For 3. Alright, prayer-wise, we're going to go with translocation on the Liberators here. So, goes off, so we're going to be able to teleport these Liberators. And so, Liberators jump on his home objective over there, and with that, it's time to do some movement, and we'll come back after it's all done. And so, end of movements. Liberators and the Retributor there have both retreated. Judicators just sort of line up again. Decimators and the Lord Relictor coming into the fight against the big boy. Time for shooting. The Star Drake is going to shoot the 1 Plague Bearer there. So he's got his Rain of Stars. So he's got 3 attacks at current. And so shooting, we need 3s to hit. 1 hit and 2s to wounds, -3. So that's no armor save, so that's just 2 damage on the Black King there. Disgustingly resilient, 5 ups. Fails both. He's got a wound remaining because he's the sergeant, or 2. 1 or 2 wounds remaining.
1.
1. So we'll go into shooting with the Judicators. We're going to put my 4 guys here. They're going to go... Yeah, ooh, what are we going to do? Yeah, we're going to go with 3 guys into your Blight Kings here. And then we're going to prime and 1 dude into that Blight King over there. Try and snuff him out. So the 1 regular Judicator into the Blight King. That's a mortal wound and a hit. And the other 1 wound, so 1 armor save at -1s. That fails, and then 2 disgustingly resilient. Got him. Cool. It was worth splitting my fire. So the prime's wasted because that dude dies, but I do get my battle tactic for that. And then we've got 6 shots into the other unit of Blight Kings. 3s, that's immortal. And 1 wound, so 1 5-up armor. And then 1 disgustingly resilient for the mortal. So take a wound. And so charges, we're going to go with the Decimators charging into the Glotkin. Not with a double 1, we're not. So we will certainly spend a command point on that. And so reroll 7, that'll see him in. And so this turn we actually did forget the disgusting opponent or whatever it is. He rolls 2d6, he's trying to exceed my bravery. He does not. He has not successfully done that at all so far this game. So now let's move in those Decimators. And so the Glotkin's going to use his special Monstrous Rampage on a 2-up. He does 4 mortals. Again, he rolls a 1 with it. I will use Titanic Jewel with the Star Drake for +1 to hit. And we're going to attack with the Decimators first. And so the Decimators attacking, we are going to be 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. So this many armor saves at -2, so these are 6-up saves on the Glotkin. 5-up saves, sorry. You have Mystic Shield on. So you pass 4 to begin with, and they are just damage 1, so that many disgustingly resilient. Oh, yuck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many has he got on him?
7,
so 16, he's got 4 left. Ouch. Alright, so Glotkin's using all out attack. I'm going to use all out defense with the Star Drake. 2s to hit with his tentacle. Oh, they're betraying you now, the dice. Yeah. Wounds though, Ren 2. So this goes to a 4-up save. Failed, damage. 3. 5-up wards. Failed them all. So take 3.
So 2s.
And there's those 1s again.
2s again.
Lovely. Ran 2 on this as well.
Yep.
4-ups. Failed both. Ouch, 3.
Damage 3.
I might actually die here with the Star Drake. I have a wound remaining. 3 + 4, 7. Yeah, I have a wound remaining on the Star Drake.
And Saw.
The Scythe.
2s.
Ooh.
6s are.
Yep, these, so go up to 2.
3s.
So -1 on this, so this is a 3-up. Or you take a mortal wound back though.
Yep.
And damage.
D3.
Throw your D3. 3. Ouch. I think Star Drake's dead. He dies.
I'll take a roll for more wound.
And you take a wound as well. So the Star Drake goes down. And so that is the end of combat then. Star Drake did go down. Disease, I guess. So we've got 4-up, 4-up, and 4-up over there. So I'll have 1 as well. So the Liberators to start with don't. The Retributor doesn't. And the Decimators do. So the Decimators take a mortal wound on them. With that, I am going to get the full 5 points again. But you are going to get a point for killing a monster this battle round. So, Maggotkin of Nurgle, turn whatchamacallit, turn 3. So your wheel moves. And so, start of the Maggotkin of Nurgle turn 3. He's going to pick as his battle tactic Savage Spearhead, so 2 units hold within enemy territory at the end of the turn. And then Heroic Recovery for your heroic action on the Glockkin. That's an 8, so he heals D3, so 2d3 heals because it's generic rule. So he heals 4. And then magic. I'm going to go with Heroic Willpower. Or, actually no, I'm going to go Heroic Leadership on a 2+. Because my general's dead, so I get Heroic Leadership on the Relictor. And magic-wise, Glockkin using his magic spell to do mortal wounds around needs a 6 to cast. 7 goes off, so 5 dice. Every 2 up is a mortal wound. It is 4 mortals. That's going to kill 1 and put 2 on. Take another to 2. And then he's going to go Fleshy Abundance on himself to give himself an extra wound for the turn to try and survive the Decimators, which goes off. So with that, that's the end of the hero phase. So we'll go into movement and we'll come back after all of it's done. End of the movement phase. The Pascal Blightlords moved down. The Flyer ran over here. And then the Blightlords moved as well. The Plague Bearers ran. And so they're not going to take that bad objective because they can't run and charge anymore. So with that run, they just fell short. So we'll go into shooting. So you get your, he can't shoot because he ran. So it's just the Glockkin into the... so Glockkin's going to shoot those Paladins. 3s to hit.
6 is a disease.
And so 1 disease point on them. So it takes them to 2.
3s again.
3. Ran 1.
Ran 2, I think.
Oh yeah, ran 2 with his shooting. So
Damage
3,
1.
4, 5 ups. Save 2, take 1. Takes another Paladin off. Charges. So the only charges you got are over here because he ran and the Plague Bearers ran, so they can't charge.
Oh yeah, they do there.
So your 2 Blightlords to ensure you get your battle tactic. 5, so they'll get in. So the Black Kings are going to charge as well. So go for it, see what they get. It's a 9, they should be getting in. So, impact hits on these guys. So first of all, 1 on a 4+. No, and then 1 on a 2+. Yep, so D3 mortals to the Liberators. So they're going to take 2. So, Monstrous Rampage first of all. Glockkin, is he going to try and stomp or do his mortal wounds? Alright, so Glockkin's going to use his special Mountain of Loathsome Flesh. Monstrous Rampage, 2 up. Does he get it? He finally gets it. But it's only 2 mortals now. And so he's putting all his attacks into the Paladins. I'm using my Heroic Leadership to give me all-out defense on those Paladins there. So,
Sorry, mate, we should bracket it. So he's only got 2 attacks.
2 attacks with his tentacles.
Yeah, 3s.
1 hit. And that's a disease point. Taking me to 3. And then wounds. -2.
It ran 2, damage 3.
So I go to a 2 to a 3 to a 4 up save. Fine. And then here's more.
3s.
Another disease. And 2s. And 1 more. And so
2.
4 up, saved.
3s.
Another disease. So we're going up to 5 disease points.
3s again.
1. -1 this time, so this is a 3 up. Saved. But he did take me up to 5 disease, but he didn't actually kill any. So I don't need to go there, so the obvious one is let's go with the Liberators. So just 2 Liberators, so we are hitting on, with our Heaven-wrought weapons, hitting on 3s. All hit, and wounding on 4s. 2, -1. 5s. take a wound.
Yep.
So, Blight Kings into the Judicators. So that is 1, 2, 3 disease points straight away there. 3 for wounds. So take those ones out. And then we are Ren 1, so there's going to be a 4, 5 up save. Oh, okay, 1, 2.5. So 3 Judicators fighting back, 3 attacks, 3's to hit, and 3's to wound. From everything to 1. 1 wound, -1.
5.
And 5 up ward. Saved. Now the Blight Lords into the Liberators.
3s, no 6s.
No.
3s.
So this many, but I am going to ignore your Ren because I've got cover and +1 save from the Liberator, so I'm a 3 up. Take a wound.
Cool. And the fly.
So take 1 wound on one of them.
6, that's another 6.
And then your flies.
Alright, yep.
3s, so that's going to be 2 disease points, so it takes me up to 3.
And 3s again.
And 3s. So this many. No rend on these, so these are a 3 up save as well. Take 3, so that's going to kill 2 Liberators. And then I've just got my Retributor to pile in over here. So he's got 3 attacks. 3s. Or 2s and 2s to wounds. 1 at -2, so it's going to be 6 up. And then 2 damage.
5s.
So take 2, 4.
Once you get a 4, yep.
And you keep hold of the objective because I've only got the 1 dude on it. Other than that, we're just going up to my Paladin to see if we can kill the Glotkin. And so the Decimators into Glotkin, we are 3s to hit. That is not a good roll straight away. Straight away, he's not dead. Not with that roll. And 3s to wound. So that many 6 up saves to begin with. And then Disgustingly Resilient, 5 up ward. He takes 3. And so, just going to score the 1 for controlling 1 objective, and then your battle tactic for 3, taking you to 12. I am on 15, so turn 4. Stormcast, got a 1, anything but a 1 for you. 3, you can take the turn. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Got a little bit of ahead of ourselves with that. We've got to do disease rolls first of all. So we've got 3 on the Judicators here. 1 wound on them, so it's going to kill 1. We've got 5 up on the Decimators. Nothing on them. And then 3 on the Liberators. For 2. Killing another 1. Putting a wound on the last remaining. And then 1 on the... No. Cool. And then I'm going to do D3 Mortals as well from the Liberators. So 3 Mortals on your Pascal Blight Lords. So 3... Yeah.
He's dead.
5 up wards.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You remember, everything's got a ward now. It's nice.
3.
3. Take 3, so it kills 1. Which means... Yeah. And yeah, still controls the objective, so nothing changes. So back to the Nurgle turn 4. Alrighty, so battle tactics for the turn. He's gone with Conquer, picking my home objective. Now that fly's just going to jump straight on over. And with that, we're going into heroic actions. I'm going to go with a heroic willpower. Oh wait, what am I rolling for? Heroic willpower just works. He can dispel as if he was a wizard.
And
Glotkin's healing. Does not heal, so he's just healing D3 this turn. From his innate ability. For 1. Ooh. Spicy. And magic, Glotkin spells.
Yeah, the revulsion thing.
Yep, try and do the mortal wounds around. Goes off on a 9. I'm going to try and stop it. I need a 10. Oh, no, goes off. 3 dice. 2 ups do mortals. 3 mortals, that kills a paladin. And then he's going to go with Fleshy Abundance. Goes off as well, so he's got an extra wound. With that, that's the end of the hero phase, so movement, and we'll come back after all it's done. Alright, so movement's all done for the turn. Not much really. Plague Bearers just move on to control the objective. The Plague Drone comes and takes this one, and summoning some Plague Bearers. Note they can't charge this turn due to the scenario we're playing. Some shooting now. The Plague Drone is going to shoot 2 Adjudicators. 3s. That's a disease point, so it ticks me up to 3. And 3s. Nothing. Glotkin shooting the Paladins then.
Yeah, sorry, it's bracket.
So Glotkin shooting the Paladins.
3s.
We're going to use all our defense. And 3s. So 3, -2.
Yes.
So I'm on a 2 up thanks to all our defense. So that makes me go to, what is it? 2, 3, 4 up save. Save 1, take 2. So 2 wounds on the Paladins now. And so after that, it's just charges, which we don't have any because you're not charging the Liberator, so you control the objective. So first of all, Monstrous Rampage is the end of the charge phase. Glotkin can do 2 guaranteed mortal wounds. On 2+. Guaranteed, so it kills 1 and just leaves my prime on 2 wounds. So, combat, who's fighting first? Blight Kings over here.
Yeah.
So they're all going to pile in. And let's go.
Sorry, mate. $20.
So, Blight Kings into the Adjudicators. It's another 3 disease counter that takes them up to 6. And 3s to wounds. A lot of armor save is going to be needed on my Adjudicators. So we are needing 5 up saves. We have 4 wounds remaining. We are dead. Alright, I'm going to go with the Paladin into the Glotkin. The Decimator Prime is going to use all-out attack. So we are 2s to hit. And 3s to wound. 3 at -2 on the Glotkin, so 3 6-up saves. And 3 5-up wards. Take 2. Take that, Glotkin. So he's putting all these attacks into the Retributor because, well, the Liberator's not going to kill him. So that is a bunch of hits. No disease, though.
No.
3s to wound. There's 4. And 1. Retributor's dead, so that's that. So Liberator Prime hitting on 3s and misses with everything. So Glotkin, go into my Paladin. So Glotkin, he's only got 1 attack with his tentacle. Hits.
3.
Wounds.
Ren 2.
Saved.
2 and more, still 3. 3s.
And 3s. 2, sorry, to wound. 2 5-ups. Oh, not dead. Yeah. Paladin goes. With that, you will control 1, 2 more and get your battle tactic for the turn, which was Conquer. So you're going to get full 5 points for the turn. Alrighty, so Stormcast turn 4. For the turn, what do we do? Alright, we're going for it. We're doing Slay the Warlord. I'm then going to pick my finest owl with the Lord Relictor as well. What does the Glotkin want to do? Glotkin's going to try and heal. He doesn't matter, that's under, so heals D3. For 1. Ooh, we could do this with the Relictor. Relictor's then going to use his Lightning Storm ability. So, Lightning Storm for the Relictor. 4 goes off, so that is D3 mortal wounds on the Glotkin. For 3. 3 5-ups there. Take 2. He's got what? 3. I've got to deal to him now.
Yeah. She's on 8.
So movement is all done. Liberators move up. Relictor's in there. Relictor is going to charge. Gets in. Liberators will charge those plague bearers. Ooh, that's a 10. We're going to actually have a look at that. Liberators made it in by the skin of their teeth, so we're going to go all-out attack with the Relictor. Glotkin's got his monstrous rampage first if he wants to, though. He's guaranteed. Glotkin gonna stomp Relictor or Liberators? Liberators. So on the 2-up, he kills one. Kills one. One of the Liberators goes down. And then we go with the Relictor. So we're using all-out attack with him. So he is 2s to hit. And 2s to wound, thanks to Finest Hour. 3 at -1, so these are 5-up saves. That is 4 damage. 4 5-up wards. 2. Oh, it's going to come down to the Liberators. Glotkin's attacking the Liberators, so Glotkin hits with his tentacle.
2.
Wounds.
Ren 2 damage.
Ren 2, so I'm on a currently 2-up, so 4-up save. Failed, damage 2. 3. So it kills the Liberator. And then the more. All hit.
2s.
All hit. 4-up save again. Take another 3, so that's 6. Ouch.
And the Sire. 3s. 3s again. Ren 1.
3-ups. 2d3 damage. That kills the Liberators. They are wiped. The Glotkin will live. I've got my Prime over here. 6 attacks. Or 3 attacks, sorry, all hit. And 2 wounds. Both at -1.
4s.
And both go through, so that's 4 damage altogether. And it takes 1. So that sucks. I fail my battle tactic. I get 0 points this turn. Priority.
I'll attack back.
Oh yeah, and you got your flyer to attack back first.
It's the Black Kings. It's 1 of these. Oh no, it's, yeah. So 1 is the
Yeah.
point, and then
1. Failed, and that's my Liberator dead. So there's just the Relictor left on the table. Roll 1 dice for his disease. No. And so priority now, I gain 0 points for that turn. Priority. Stormcast got a 3. Nurgle got a 5. So that's game at this point. You're going to get all the points. However, if you do take the turn, the Glotkin totally dies. Because at the top of the turn, he loses fleshy abundance. I claim that as a moral victory, but victory goes to the Maggotkin of Nurgle. The Lord Relictor did it. He killed him. Good game, man. Well, that's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And while you're at it, drop us a comment below in the comment section and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here at Cinderful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the video's description to our Discord server. Lastly, we'd like to give a shout out to everyone who supports the channel via Patreon and YouTube members, and you can go help support the channel via Patreon and YouTube members as well and get access to, if you're a YouTube member, some of our awesome little gifts or get choice of what we're going to do for content on the channel. You can follow those links in the description of the video to Patreon and YouTube members, but a shout out to them all, our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Pure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, and James Cater. And to our YouTube members as well, a special shout out to Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Aronya, Vinny, Locklaric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, and Broken Chef. Lastly, I'd like to give a special shout out first of all to Lady Witchvox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel that you see here, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing work and the background work for our Discord server. Thank you both very much for all your help. That's it for today though, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.